called me over here, now what? Hey, good morning everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in a very humid Tampa, Florida this morning. Give you guys just a second to please share this live feed, tag all your friends and family that we are currently live on Facebook. Good morning, Deb. Hey, Rebecca. Hi, Leslie and Pam. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Austin. Hi, Chad. Hey, Deborah. Good morning, Ellen and Belinda. Thank you guys for joining. Please share. Beecher was hooting and hollering at me, and then I get over here and, of course, just wants to eat grass. Lay down in it. Hi, Chris. Good morning, Jill. So once I feel like a lot of our regulars are here, I'll give you guys a couple little updates about all the happenings today. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Leah.
Can somebody open the white pedestrian gate, please?
So I'm just gonna do a regular little walkabout this morning because we are not quite ready for any kind of cat moves. I believe the plan is still to move cats today, but Max and Marianne's giant enclosure is still not quite ready. Jamie's over checking Jasmine's home enclosure now, but there's a very good chance I'm not gonna film cat moves today. I will just fill you in on what the plan is. So I'll give you guys again a second to share. So this is Beecher Hybrid while we wait. You called me over here with your magical voice just to show me you're eating grass. So the plan is for Max and Marianne and Jasmine to move home today. At what time and how that process is going to work, I do not know. But what I'll tell you right now is if and when they move, there's going to be a ton of projects happening in funcation and vacation rotation. Lots and lots of mowing and weed eating and just checking everything out after all this rain. And so the plan then, I guess the cats that would be next up on the list to be moved is actually Zucari to go to funcation. And it's Simba tiger going into vacation rotation. So that should be happening today, possibly spilling in tomorrow, but goodness, I hope not. Hopefully we can get it all done. I hope the weather cooperates with us today. The reason I'm not really gonna be filming cat moves is because today is my project day and I have quite a bit on my agenda. I'm basically mowing everything in rehab today. Cage 2 and 3, which are currently empty, like with all this rain after we released Autumn and Orpheus, they have just skyrocketed where the grass and weeds are just out of control. So I'm gonna try to tame those 2 cages today, and then it is actually a cleaning day in rehab. So today's rehabber is Mark, and once Mark is done, okay, yeah, I just talked to Jamie. Yeah, okay, thanks, Afton. So they are about to start putting Jasmine's vacation tunnels together, so we might get to see some of that move. I just figured we'd do a regular little walkabout so you'd at least see some cats because I wasn't sure the process of today. So anyway, so I will be helping Mark. We have to flush Kakoa and Makani out of the big section. Kakoa basically never ever wants to leave that section for cleaning or any kind of maintenance. So this afternoon I will be going in with a net and chasing them out of that area so that we can mow and get that enclosure ready to go. So that is our update right now. on all the things. Cat moves, project day. I would like to see if there's a Mr. Diablo. We'll check in with him. So, you guys might be wondering, I had mentioned that we would potentially... Oh, there's Diablo. Hi, cutie pie. I won't come any closer. I don't want to chase you off your coolaroo. That looks very cozy, sir. Mr. Diablo. You guys recall almost a month ago now that he had a little bit of a blockage, a bladder issue, and Dr. Justin got it all cleared. Now he's on special prescription diet and he's doing really, really well. He's put on weight, which is awesome. So anyway, I had mentioned to you guys earlier this week that there was a very good chance we would be sedating Jinx Leopard. Luckily, Jamie really doesn't want to do that. He's 23 years old. The risk of sedation is very, very scary for a cat that age. So the main thing we really needed to get from him was a urine sample, because that has been the ailment that everybody has noticed. His urine has looked a little pinkish to reddish, and we've not been able to catch a sample because he pees on the ground, and once it's on the ground, that would not be a clear sample. So Afton chased him around all morning yesterday with a cup on a stick. Of course, he thought that was a toy and he just wouldn't cooperate, and it got really complicated. So Carol was like, stop chasing him around, we'll figure out something else. So after the staff meeting yesterday, Jamie came in and they pulled the tiger transport up to the side of Jinx's enclosure with treats. They got him into the tiger transport cage, and we rigged it up so that it had a drop pan underneath, so that when and if he would urinate, it would eventually catch some of that and we could get the sample from there. So he was in that all day yesterday through last night, and when they came in this morning, he had an awesome urine sample. So they were able to collect it, and that will be sent out today. It could take a week or more for us to get results and know what and if we need to medicate him for anything. So that's great news in the sense that we are not sedating him currently, and he's back out in his enclosure. So he had his breakfast this morning and is in really good spirits, so I'm gonna pop over and actually see him as well. So we have our urine sample for Jinx. No need to sedate currently. Very, very excited about that. We were all really not looking forward to that. Now, of course, depending on results, that may change our course of action again, but that is the current update on Jinx. I do also know that Marie told me that Gilligan didn't do as great this morning with eating. He did take his meds. He ate a couple of ounces of the food, but she doesn't think that it's actually him not wanting food or whatever. It's more or less he didn't want what she had to offer him. So I think that might be the bigger issue. So our coordinator is going to go back out, try to offer more food and see how he does. But otherwise, he looked really good this morning, and when I walked over there to add a container of bleach next to his enclosure, we're keeping him on quarantine for about 10 days. He has some kind of resistant bacteria that we want to make sure does not go anywhere else. So with that being said, I dropped off a container of bleach and he was like, oh, did you bring me food? So he was eager. He seemed like he really wanted food. So I see Afton and Steph C, who's our coordinator now on Thursdays. That changed. Ryan is now on Wednesdays. Steph C is on Thursday. But Afton and Steph are over there kind of getting Kimba shifted where he needs to go to allow a peaceful welcome home for Jasmine. More peaceful for the keepers probably than her. We just need him to not be anywhere near us putting a tunnel together. So Well, thank you, Diablo. This was such a lovely moment. You really appreciate it. The other cat that didn't do super great at breakfast today was Sue, Bobcat, but that has been her normal thing lately. Tuesdays and Thursdays are whole prey day for most of the cats. There's quite a few cats that won't eat whole prey. Sue is one of them. So on those days, she's offered more vegetables because we need her to get that kind of intestinal meat and organ meat that other cats are getting from whole prey. So she gets mush only, and she's not a huge fan. So that's why she gets extra picky on those days. But the fun part is we pick it up and then we go back a little bit later and we basically offer her the exact same thing, and then she's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll eat this now. Afton's become very strict on if a cat is refusing to eat something, instead of going and getting them some kind of specialty food that's gonna get them super spoiled and might not be as nutritious, we're just gonna offer them the exact same thing again. And if they're hungry, they're gonna eat it, and they usually always do, so. It's only till they get in their upper 20s that we start bringing out all the fancy stuff. I'm sure you guys remember all those stories from specifically Cameron Lion. That cat was probably the most spoiled eater on property. Okay, so let's pop over and try to see this Jinxie real quick. I have no idea where he's gonna be. I don't see the transport.
Sorry, I'm not seeing that now.
Last time I saw him, he was down here, so. We just got started. I've done all kinds of verbal updates if you've missed any of them. I've only seen Beecher and Diablo so far. Go see this boy. I really don't usually film Max and Marianne going to or from vacation because it can be such a long process. A lot of times we have to just leave and let them do their thing and then come back later. Oh, you are right there, my love. I just thought you were a shadow up there. That is so silly. I think we'll see you better from here. Hi, my love. Oh my goodness. There's that Jinxie. There's that Jinxie. Yeah. You were such a good boy. Thank you so much for any and all donations. We absolutely cannot make the lives for these cats as great as they can be without your help, so thank you so much. Yeah, you was good boy. You finally gave us urine sample. Say no vet exam for me right now, guys. Thank you to everybody answering questions. We have all kinds of information about how we feed the cats, what we feed the cats on our website. Our cats eat every single day between usually 8 and 9 a.m. And then anyone who leaves food or is acting picky, they are always offered food again a couple hours later. They also get treats and snacks, and any cats that are on meds get snacks twice a day. Just watching all the happenings over there, huh? Yeah, Jinx is pure magic, and I'm so, so glad we will not need a vet exam, but I have a feeling he's going to be on some more medication sooner than later. So thank you to everybody who donates, because that is vet bills and medications and maintenance and food and just endless, endless, endless. All right, so we're going to have a lot of tunnels they have put together to bring home Jasmine. And there are dozens of videos you guys can watch of that process. To me, it gets a little boring to film. I also usually feel really guilty because I'm just standing there holding a camera while everyone else is putting together tunnels. So I'd rather just show you some cats. Something I don't think I addressed, and I think we can get out there, is let's go see some Servals. Because then at least we'll be in the area if and when I hear that they are actually moving Jasmine. So last Thursday, my projects for the day were taking care of some serval enclosures. So Illithia, she's always been on the end of what used to be considered outback. We all still call it that, but now it's kind of serval outback. So Illithia has 3 bubbles already. So my project last week is that I mowed her biggest section, and then I cleared out the tunnel between her and the empty cage next door, which if you follow us regularly you know is our beloved lake cricket. And so there were 2 really big bubbles, which all of our enclosures are constructed bubble-like, so they're round walls, and there's multiple bubbles for each cage that are all connected by tunnels and guillotine doors. And so anyway, I cleared out the tunnel between her and the empty cage, and then by the end of last Thursday, Illithia now has an entirely new section of her enclosure. And then after that, I raked and did a cleanup in Nala's front bubble, and I started on her back bubble. Bless her little heart, she has so much sawgrass that has grown in the back of that enclosure that it was becoming really difficult for people to even find her because she loves to hide in there, which is great for her, not great for us. So I had to start digging out those grasses, and it was not easy. I also found out apparently I'm very allergic to them. So I'm gonna have to continue that project at some point, but it's been a week later and I still have welts on my body, and I'm still very itchy, and my eyes are still a little swollen, literally from the sawgrass in that enclosure. So I'm gonna have to wear long sleeves. But let's see. Oh, there's an Illithia. Oh, and she's a running. Right back to her coolaroo. All right, so Illithia has, and this is the sawgrass I'm referring to. So even Illithia has a ton. You can't even see the other end of her enclosure right now because there's so much. So hers goes all the way down where you really can't even see the end of it. There's a big platform down there. And then she has this whole front section with a big den and a big platform. And so what I did was cleared out this tunnel. We opened these doors. Now she has access to this whole side as well. And I believe she's been enjoying it. She can come over and say hi to Des. So I'm a person that's had allergies from the day I was born, and back in the day I used to have to get weekly shots and drops under my tongue and all these crazy things, and I'm basically allergic to grass, tree bark, ragweed, all the typicals, especially if it touches me. So this whole having a project day every week, it takes me almost a whole week for my body to get over it, and then I'm right back out here on a project day. So it's been rough. But it's nice to see them enjoying their space, because Illithia over here, her grass was so tall just after 1 week that you almost couldn't see her. Certainly couldn't find her poop, and that's an important thing that we do out here as keepers. Gotta find the poops. Hi, Lily. Oh, goodness. Why'd you run away? I just wanted to say hi. Just
wanted to show everybody your new digs. Yeah. Are you enjoying it? Was it worth all my allergies? Is it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm gonna follow you because you're pretty. You're alright, babe. You're alright, babe. Oh, goodness. Oh, now I see what you're doing. So she gets a whole prey rabbit and she's guarding it. You've still got pieces left, but you know you're not going to eat it. She just doesn't want the cleaners to take it. What you doing up there? Pretty, pretty. I didn't know that you even liked your platform. That's exciting. Let's see if she stays there. So she's got this awesome view of the lake. You've got awesome views of the lake, babe. So the other thing I'll update on is next week I will be guest ops managering, I guess you could say. So I don't want to say there won't be any lives happening, but because I'm going to be the main person of contact on site, it may be more tricky. So the lives might not be in the mornings. They might be more in the afternoon. They could be while literally everyone's at lunch so that I know I wouldn't have any radio calls. Potentially Carol might be able to do some, or I'll have to work that out. So just a heads up on that next week's gonna be really different for me. So I'm gonna do my best, but if I'm MIA, that is why. What you looking for? But the good news is potentially, even though I won't be doing lives, I'm gonna get to be out every single day with the cats. I also will be feeding and cleaning a lot because we've just been so low on volunteers. If you guys know anyone in the Tampa area that is interested, we are pretty desperate need of people who will come out and help us complete projects and take care of the cats. It's a long training process, but it's very worth it. I won't come any closer. I want you to drink your water. But we have a really amazing volunteer program. We just seem to not have a lot of volunteers right now. So anyone looking to get involved, bigcatrescue.org/get-involved. You were panting. I'm glad that you got some water. And if any of our volunteers that are already current volunteers are watching, please come out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. It'll be myself and Emma and Ryan and Steph C. So, and of course Carol, but that would be really awesome. I'd love to see some faces I don't usually get to see, because unless I'm out here talking to cats, I am usually in my office. So it'll definitely be a very different week for me. Let's see if there's a Desi somewhere. Actually, let me run back and get this. Thought I latched this gate and it swung open. And we really need volunteers on different days. We get our most volunteers on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Sometimes on Fridays. That seems to fluctuate. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is like a ghost town lately. So if anybody has those kinds of availabilities, that would be most helpful. No Desi out here. He was so cute this morning on his platform here. He was all sprawled out, just laying in the sun. Yeah, if anybody didn't see my post, I think it posted yesterday on the main Facebook page, we have a wonderful supporter who used her free time to design a shirt for Val Bobcat. It's now in both stores. Have I walked past you like 3 times or what? That for sure. Oh, I did. I was trying to avoid the mud, which is why I didn't see you, Bob. Can I be your friend for just a second? There's a Desi. I don't care if I sink in the mud. That's fine. That's fine. This is Des Serval. Yeah, that's why I said I'd be guest managing. Aaron and Afton are going to a conference where hopefully they'll bring back all kinds of awesome information. Desi, I didn't get any kind of mirrors. Usually, Des is so cute. You guys might know this about Des, or you might not be able to see from this side, but Des only has 3 legs. Might be able to see better from this side. What a cutie patootie you are! Des was actually found abandoned in the desert in Arizona. He only had 3 legs when he was found. He most likely was either somebody's pet that they couldn't handle anymore, probably got very expensive if he needed an amputation, or there's a very good chance Des was being used to breed either other servals or hybrids. A lot of times in that disgusting industry of breeding hybrids, they breed wildcats like an African serval like Des with domestic cats, hoping that they will get an exotic looking cat but a house cat personality. A lot of times in that process, the cats fight like crazy, will even kill each other. So he could have had some kind of injury from that. He could have escaped because they're wildcats, they want to roam free. He could have gotten out, could have got hit by a car or something along those lines. Is that what it was, handsome? I hope not. The problem is when he was found, they even went on the news and they were like, does anyone know where this cat came from? Can anyone claim him? Of course no one did. Oh, I know. Right, because they're terrible people if they abandoned you. Terrible. And then Big Cat Rescue was contacted, and of course we took him in and gave him a permanent home. He's been here for over a decade. He's doing great. Such a good boy. Are you gonna play with your tail? That's a very Nala thing for you to do. Alright, buddy, thank you. I don't want to make you get up and think you've got to leave, because I've been over here talking too much. Let's try to see Ginger. Ginger is just one of those servals that just doesn't ever want to give me the time of day. She's so stinking cute. Let's see where she is. Not under there today. Really like to lay on top of their dens. They just have so much grass right now to hide in. And actually, she might only be viewable on the back side of this enclosure, because when I cleaned out here last week, it wasn't until I was on the back side of the enclosure she was laying in the sun in those grasses over there. So this is what it feels like to be a keeper. You're always searching for the cats. So Ginger has the same thing as Illithia, where she can come from this large enclosure here next to Des. She can walk through this tunnel and go over to this side closer to Hutch, which is probably where she is. Unless I've walked past her already too. It's easy to do. These cats love to use their camouflage. Don't usually see them in the dens, but doesn't mean that they don't go in there. I've always told Ginger that she is the perfect serval, and she just ignores me. And by perfect, I mean she just looks like she could definitely be one in the wild. She's sleek, athletic, proportionate. You find a lot of African servals that have been tossed around in captivity. There's inbreeding that goes on. Oh, there she is. I couldn't see you from that side. That's a good shady spot. Here's Ginger. She's not overweight. She has all the serval qualities. She plays with her food, which is hilarious. She is very zen right now. There's a nice breeze going on. Yeah, a few years back, Ginger did break her leg, fractured her leg on July 4th. So we don't know if some of the ridiculous people around us that shoot off their own fireworks for weeks on end around every holiday caused that, or she was chasing something. It wasn't witnessed when it happened, but it was found almost immediately after, right during Med's time. So a big project that Victor's been working on the last couple of days is filling in all the potholes. So much rain, things are just washing around. So I was a very happy camper when I came in through the back gate this morning and didn't hit a single hole. And then I'm sure once cats get moved, we will be seeing him do a lot of mowing. Where there's a Hutchkin. He's usually on the other side of the grass. Projects usually don't take very long when you've got a crew of people, but when you've only got a couple of people, it really drags on. I was completely alone last Thursday up until the end when Mark was finally done with rehab and feeding and cleaning and all the things. See Hutch. Oh, now I see Hutch. There him is. There him is. You just appeared out of nowhere, my love. You can tell that that Hutch is unlike any of the other servals. Not one other serval's come over willingly. Just my precious boy. Just that precious boy. Yeah. What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. So anyway, you can see how much they love their grasses. So I felt guilty taking some out for Nala, but I will show you guys why here in a minute. What you got? Are you playing with something? you going, bub? Where are you going? Are you most darling boy? You're the most darling boy. Most darling boy. Gonna go under the shade. Yes, Bree, you being one of our volunteers, you can definitely tell that Nala's jungle has overtaken. That's what I was just talking about. I was the only person last Thursday to try to tame that mess. We need the project people for sure. Are you making biscuits? Are you making all the biscuits? Yeah. Oh, that's a good shady spot. I bet you get a better breeze out in the open instead of in that mess. So, last week I was able to get all of Nala's front bubble done. Let me show you Nala's mess here in the back bubble. So, see all that grass? That is what this front section looked like also. I managed to dig out about 7 areas of grass. And that's when I found out I must be like deathly allergic to it, because it took me a week and I'm still covered in like rash welt situation. But my goal will be this section looking a little more like this. Some grassy areas. As you can see, Hutch has a jungle in the middle, which he loves, so I'd feel guilty ripping out some of that, but some of it's gonna have to come out so that it can be a little more open. At least we can find Hutch. It's the cats that won't come over to you, like Nala and Ginger, and although Ginger will come over for snacks in a heartbeat, Nala will for the right person. Bet you guys didn't see Nala, right? We'll see if we can find her. She was watching me do the project, laying up on top of this, which was really cute. And I gave her a bunch of treats when I was done because I was like, you were so good for me. She shifted for me. She didn't like hiss and make like all kinds of craziness in my direction. She tolerated, and then as soon as we let her back into whatever section she was shifted out of, she was really curious. She was all like excited to see what I did. It was like the first day in years she didn't hiss at me. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to see her very well. She's in here somewhere. She's over here. Oh, there she is. Near the coolaroo, just not on the coolaroo. There's an ear. Hi, Nala Bean. There's an ear. There's an ear over there. She exists. That Nala Bean exists. Sorry, baby. As soon as I finish rehab, if there's any hours left in the day, I might be able to work on that. See if we have the Zucari still out. Doubtful. Doubtful, doubtful. Well, it looks like we may be working on the tunnel way over there for Jasmine. So I'm just, oh, there's Zucari. So we'll hang with Zuzu for a minute and then we'll go over there and we'll just keep rolling to see if we move Jasmine. Here's a Zucari. Aren't the Servals amazing? I just love how, like, you really have to search for them. Kathy, exactly. How do you shift them and if you can't find them? The good news is our cats, with the operant conditioning program, really are on top of snacks. So snacks rule everything. A lot of times we shift the cats at breakfast too, so if we need them to be in a certain area, we can usually do that at breakfast time. If it's something where like breakfast already happened and nobody knew we needed to like do something specific,
then we just bring out snacks. Usually the click of some tongs tells everybody that there's something they might want. And worst case, if it just can't happen that day, we end up doing it the next day at breakfast, so. All right, so Jasmine Tiger will be headed home. She's going back to the same home enclosure, so she'll be across the street from Aria and Max and next door to Kimba. Then all kinds of things will have to happen, but I was told that the next cat going would be Simba Tiger. Let me go back down and grab my cart. If and when Max Marianne's cage actually gets completed, then Mr. Zucari would be the next one going out. There are certain cats that just still are not going to want to go on funcation, and that's usually the cats we can shift back and forth to do the cleaning and maintenance. Otherwise, when a cat goes on vacation or funcation, that is our time to shine, where we can go in and get everything trimmed and raked and grass seed and new plants and fix anything that needs fixed, enhance platforms and change out water bowls and all the things. So yeah, Simba Tiger is personally like my favorite cat to watch on vacation rotation because he just never stops exploring and playing and just having the most fun. So I am actually on the wrong side. So I'm gonna go around the corner, come back down the side where I can actually follow Jasmine. So if you guys joined in late, there have been tons of verbal updates. We'll make this a nice long live because I will be projecting for the rest of the day, and next week might be a little tricky. Vacation rotation. This is what Jasmine will be moving home from. And I really hope it's not swampy over here. I didn't factor that in. Bear with me for a second. That they have Simba Tiger shifted, and there's a hole in the door. If I was to guess, I didn't see it happen, but he should likely be over in that direction because Jasmine will be working her way home and she's gonna have to take a turn and head that direction. All the way over there where they have the other tunnel put together next to Kimba. So she will come down this way. She'll have to make this turn and go that way. I'm assuming they know that that door is still clipped shut, so go check in and see what they're doing. Oh, it's a little soupy. Let's see if I can manage. I'm definitely not going to be running through here when she comes through.
Yeah, I was doing other things. What's left? Yeah, the one going that way. Yeah, cool. All the T-Rexes.
Can you pass me a stick on the card for me? Like, don't get aggressive. I'm right here. Yeah, I mean, the grass is what's stopping it, so. I just didn't want to think she's got to, like, hi-yada at me. When have I ever hi-yada you?
All right. All right, so everything's ready to go except for us pulling open that door there, and then we have to walk back towards the other enclosures and get some of these other swing doors open. You're a cat. I pretty much always keep mine on now just because the risk is still there for the cats to catch COVID, and I, knock on wood, this tree right here, have not had it. And I can never guarantee when a cat's not just gonna march right up to me, so I like to just be ready.
That was a very big tree, apparently.
Sticker bush.
Yep, okay, that's better. Oh no, you gotta believe her.
I don't know where I got into it.
You guys got the one further down, right? She did. The one that's down here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did, and then Jamie went over to help her swim it. Yeah. Okay.
So Jasmine has had a little bit of trauma moving before, so she gets a little spazzy. So I'm hoping she's hungry enough or excited enough to move. Something we'll just have to be patient on. I'm still not convinced that Jasmine sees super well up close. I think she can see like far distance, but she does kind of duck sometimes and kind of acts like traumatic on like turning corners and things like that, which makes me think her up close vision's not the greatest. But yeah, I've seen her see something like across the lake and then run after it. So there's vision, I just don't know how great it is. All right, our coordinator is gonna head down and see if we can get a Jasmine. guys are probably staring directly in the sun. I know I am, and I cannot see the screen at all. So sorry about that. Thank you guys helping out in the comment.
Just making sure I'm clear to take out the middle pole. Do it.
It's hard desert out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's just so humid today.
It's always so hot, like here.
Yep, these trees are still the same size they were when I started 7 years ago too. That tells you how hot
I have
it
been
is.
on the struggle bus for 7 years.
For 7 years, yeah. They were like freshly planted when I started 7 years ago. Like, all we want is more shade out here.
We're looking for this situation.
Yes, exactly.
At least just these two.
It is, yes. Anything. Oh, we have a Jazzy!
All right.
Yay! We're running!
Come on, good baby.
Woo! Jasmine! Yeah!
Excited, Serval.
Just got turned the corners! Come on! Jazz!
Jazzy, what go? Oh,
You better come on in here!
come on.
It's alright, baby!
Jasmine, come on.
Come on, girlies! Oh, Jazzy!
Jasmine, what go?
This way! This where the food's gonna come! This where the food's coming!
Right here.
Yeah!
Come on, good baby.
Let's do it! There's the tongs!
Come on, girl. I got the chicken.
She just gotta make one little turn.
Jasmine.
This way!
Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, girl. Come on, baby.
Let's go, lady!
Right here, baby. Come on, Jazz. Right here. You're okay,
Good
baby.
girl!
Come on.
One step.
Come on.
Still can't see my screen. Hopefully you guys can see something. I think it's just a pole though. Not much I can do. I can't put it.
Come on, girl. You better just get through shooting it. You're doing so good, Mama.
Come on, lady!
You're doing great.
Good girl! Yay! All right, sweetheart. Let's do it! We're going full speed. Full speed ahead, Jazzies.
You're doing great, Mama.
Good job, hun. There's just gonna be one weird turn up here, okay? Just one weird turn. You're doing good. You're doing so good. Just one little turn, baby.
Hey, it's okay. You want this?
I know.
No.
I mean, you can go that way, but you're kind of donezo.
Hey, baby. Come on, Jasmine. Hey.
Just gotta make sure I can't go back.
You were doing so good. Vacation's over.
You got the longest one this year.
Yeah.
Just watch from up here, but if she heads back this way, I'll cut down. I don't want her to be weird about somebody standing above her. So she has to come through that door where you see that rope and then make the turn, which, as I mentioned, with her vision might freak her out a little bit.
Oh.
I live here now.
I think they would prefer enclosures that were just really long rat mazes.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's a lot shadier and cooler here than vacation.
Put them all on a row and make that breezes.
I got more snackies. Whoa. I almost died. Not a big deal. I didn't need that angle anyway. Hey! Baby! Look, more chickens!
Yep, she lives here now.
No? Not having it?
It is like 10 degrees cooler over here, though.
Yeah, that's why I waited for her in the shade. Come on!
Good job, lady. It's gonna be Jasmine time. This part of the tunnel's open because she's not coming down here. Yeah, Simba, help us out. Help us out. See, come on over here. Come on over here, Jazzies. He's like, hurry up, because I want to go. It's my turn. It's my turn. What do you think? You're such a good encourager. You're such a good encourager. Yes, you are. A little ray of positivity. That's our Simba. You tell that girl hurry up. You tell that girl hurry up. You tell her. Hi, sweetie. Oh, don't bite your foot. Don't bite that foot. Simba. You better quit that. That's not helping Jasmine. Simba is such a sweetheart. It's always this one corner.
Jamie, do you want to stay over here and close this until we get her? Just, I can come around.
A for effort, stuff.
We haven't given up yet.
No. I think the last time we had to all just kind of leave and then she figured it out.
Hey! Look! I got the chicken. I'm Hardy.
I just now heard what you said.
Oh no, it's Arby's, not Hardy.
Just laid down.
I'm sitting here giving you small chickens when I can give you turkey.
You guys can't see her, but she is fully laying down in the tunnel now. Don't you be sneaky, sir. We see what you're doing. Alright, she's moving towards us now. She made it to the door that time. Just hasn't decided to turn the corner yet. Good job, lady. I agree. I think she always will move if everybody leaves her alone, but she probably thinks it's hilarious to see so many people hooting and hollering for her. She's like, I know the way home, I just don't want to do it. Oh, stinky faces. It's like I'm just enjoying the trip. A tiger that turned a corner. So Jamie's gonna grab the door that would keep her from going back the wrong direction. And Aaron's gonna grab the other one. And we're gonna head over the bridge here. Good job, sir. Very encouraging. There's an Aria. Hi, sweetheart. Your neighbor coming home. You got front row seats, don't ya? You got those front row seats. Front row seats to Jazzy's homecoming. All right. Well, as soon as she's back in her home enclosure. I don't know. I don't even see them. Oh, oh, but she's stuck on that side. Come on, Jasmine. Jazz! You're so close. Jazz! All the snacks and the boyfriend.
And the boyfriend?
Yeah. Kimba's been missing her. She got an extended vacay. She's like, come home already. Good job, honey. In the home stretch. We're in home stretch. Good girl. You got a new platform you can scratch on. All the things. Doing big things, Jazz. Doing very big things. Yay, mass turns. We're going. Turn around.
Come on, baby.
Jazz! Alright, now we're on the move. Good girl.
Come on, baby.
Look, Jazz, right here. Right here.
Hey,
My
right here.
turn. She's like, there are too many of you now. Too many of yous.
Hey. Come on.
Jazz. But there's voicemails.
And he's up and about.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's been asking about her for a while. Like, where did she go? We were becoming friends. Jazz! Is there a stick or a pole? Bigger stick, maybe? Something thicker?
Hey.
Perfect. Or I guess I could use tongs, but then we have nothing to get rid of food.
Kit Kat.
Jasmine, we are milking this. We're milking this lady. Nope, not that way, this way.
Come here. Over
Good
here.
girl.
Good job.
Yay. And we're here.
Like this section or that? At least.
Good job. And there she goes. So we got to get her shifted far enough away so that we can disassemble all the tunnel stuff. And then shortly, Kimba will have full access again. The plan is for Simba Tiger to go out next once it's ready for him. And I'm gonna head out to rehab and get started on my project day. So thank you guys so much. This was a very long live, tons of random updates. Rewatch it at dailybigcat.com. And thank you very, very much for any and all donations. We really, really couldn't do any of this without you guys. So have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you soon.